Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Little gets the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Cal Bears return team will have that offense backed up. The build-up with all of the pranks and the hijinks sometimes seems almost as big as the big game itself. Stanford and Cal ready to square off for the Axe.
And memories of football players running down the field, running into band members at the end of crazy games. There have been some unbelievable moments in this great rivalry, and hopefully we're in for another great one today.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most iconic moments in college football history. Now these guys get an opportunity to make their moments in this big rivalry game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He'll toss it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! And it feels good to land that first big punch punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Back to throw, it's Yates. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They go to the draw. Hard running there. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Looking for a crease to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Harvest was bountiful on the farm the last time these two teams met as Stanford won in a blowout.
Beat down. And Cal remembers that. Stanford took advantage of it. They had the trophy, the Axe Trophy, for the whole year. They got to brag about it. They got to brag about how big of a beatdown this was. and everybody heard about it for a whole year.
Yeah, Stanford was just up and down the field last season. It was like John Elway was back there throwing seeds all over the yard. Obviously, no John Elway on the field this year for Stanford, but Cal's defense knows it has got to do a better job this time around if they're going to win the big game.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going to fire deep. What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Lets it fly on the move. Reels it in down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Second down coming up. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? 42.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. He's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Going with the ground game left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the option. The pitch. Got room at the 35. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Toss sweep to the right. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Stanford! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide out in motion. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, Breaking off the huge gain, it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Yates. Getting some heat. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the ground, it's Abraham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. On the move. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Trying to find his man on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's going to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls in. And you get a chunk play on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And the ball comes to rest right there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, Northern California is a region divided whenever the Golden Bears and Cardinal get together. And we've seen a lot of that spirit on display so far in the fight for the Stanford X. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's out past the 35. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. Got his man on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wicks. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whips. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Stanford quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's got him wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on the option. Quick toss. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. He's got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, he'll fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The aerial assault continues. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. The give from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. And he's knocked down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. We've got a timeout from the...
Timeout.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open, and right there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And that pass is intercepted.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Dropping back, it's Yates. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Off he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
It's complete to the left. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to pass it on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Feeling some heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Out of the gun to give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome.